Getting older is something you can't avoid. It's part of life. But as you pass 70, there are changes that happen inside your body that you might not fully notice at first. One of the most important things that changes is your immune system. Now, I've been around for quite some time. I've seen the days when my body bounced back from a cold in just a few days. I've watched cuts and bruises heal like magic when I was younger. But after 70, things felt different. And trust me, I know what I'm talking about. When you hit 70, your immune system starts to slow down. It's like an old car that takes a little longer to start in the morning. The cells in your body that fight off infections just don't move as quickly or efficiently as they used to. I remember getting a simple cold in my younger days. A few tissues, some rest, and I was back on my feet. But now, that same cold sticks around longer. It feels stronger and takes more out of me. It's not that my body isn't trying. It's that the cells that protect me have gotten slower and weaker. There's something else that happens too. Your body stops making as many fresh immune cells. Back in my 40s and 50s, my body seemed to have an endless supply of these little warriors. But by 70, my body just doesn't produce as many. And the ones that do show up, they're not as sharp. They're like soldiers who have been fighting too long. They still try their best, but they don't always win the battle as easily. I remember one winter when the flu hit me hard. Before that, I never really paid much attention to flu shots. I thought I was tough enough to push through it. But that year, the fever knocked me down for almost 2 weeks. My breathing felt heavy. My energy was drained. That's when I learned something important. When you're older, infections like the flu can hit you like a hammer. What used to feel like a minor setback can turn into something serious. Pneumonia, bronchitis, and other nasty conditions become real threats. It's not just a matter of feeling bad for a few days. It can land you in the hospital or worse. Another thing I noticed is how wounds and injuries take longer to heal. I remember cutting my hand while fixing a broken shelf. Years ago, that cut would have scabbed over in no time. But now, the healing process feels like a slow crawl. It's frustrating. Your body doesn't send the same rush of protective cells to seal up the damage. You have to be more careful because a simple cut can turn into a stubborn infection before you know it. Then there's inflammation. When you're young, your body uses inflammation like a fire alarm. It flares up to fight off threats and then settles back down. But after 70, that fire alarm seems to stay on too long. It's like the body forgets to turn it off. This constant low-level inflammation wears you down. It makes your joints ache and leaves you feeling tired even after a full night's sleep. I never used to think much about inflammation, but now I know it's a big reason why my body feels stiffer and slower than it used to. One thing that's really surprised me is how vaccines start working differently. When I was younger, a single shot would boost my immunity like a charm. But after 70, vaccines don't seem to give the same strong protection. I still get them because they help. But now I understand that my body's response isn't as powerful as it once was. It's not that vaccines stop working. It's that my immune system just doesn't react as quickly or effectively anymore. I remember when my neighbor, a strong and active man in his 70s, caught a simple stomach bug. It seemed harmless at first, but within days, he was in the hospital fighting dehydration and weakness. It scared me because I realized how quickly things can go from bad to worse when your immune system isn't at its best. Something as simple as food poisoning or a mild infection can turn serious if your body isn't ready to fight back. Now, this doesn't mean you're helpless. There are things you can do to give your immune system a fighting chance. Eating right makes a big difference. I've learned to fill my plate with colorful vegetables, plenty of fruits, and lean protein. It's not about fancy diets. It's just about giving your body the nutrients it needs to stay strong. I've also found that regular exercise is like giving your immune system a little boost. I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. Just walking every day or stretching in the morning makes a huge difference. It keeps your blood moving and helps your immune cells stay active. Getting enough sleep has also become something I take seriously. I used to push through late nights without a second thought, but now I know my body needs that rest to recharge. Without it, I feel sluggish and my immune system doesn't stand a chance. Stress is another sneaky enemy. I never realized how much constant worry can wear down your immune system. These days, I take time to breathe, relax, and focus on the things that bring me peace. It's amazing how much better I feel when I'm not carrying so much stress. Staying connected with others has been another surprising key to keeping my immune system in shape. For years, I didn't think much about socializing. But the truth is, spending time with people keeps your mind sharp and your body stronger. Laughter, conversation, and feeling connected can actually help your immune system stay active and healthy. I know it's easy to feel discouraged when your body starts to change, but I've learned that taking care of yourself isn't about trying to feel young again. It's about giving your body the best chance to keep going strong. Even with all the challenges that come after 70, I've found that small changes make a big difference. Eating well, moving often, resting enough, managing stress, staying connected. These things help your immune system keep fighting for you, even when the years start to add up. So if you're feeling like your body isn't what it used to be, don't lose hope. You can still give your immune system the tools it needs to keep you strong. It's never too late to start taking better care of yourself. And trust me, the effort you put in now will pay off in ways you never imagined. You've got more strength inside you than you realize. Stay strong and keep going. The journey isn't over yet. Now, let's clear some common questions. What medical advancements or treatments are available to boost immune responses in older adults? One thing that's become increasingly important is vaccination. As you age, your body's ability to remember and fight off infections doesn't work as efficiently. This is where improved vaccines come in. In recent years, scientists have developed stronger, higher-dose flu vaccines specifically for older adults. These vaccines contain a more powerful immune response trigger, giving your body the extra push it needs to recognize and fight the virus. There's also the shingles vaccine, which has been a game changer for many people. If you've ever seen someone suffer through shingles, you know how brutal it can be. The newer vaccine is far more effective than the older version, giving your immune system a much better shot at staying protected. Another area where medicine has made great strides is in monoclonal antibody treatments. These are lab-made antibodies designed to give your body a fighting chance when facing serious infections. For example, during the COVID pandemic, monoclonal antibody therapies helped many older adults avoid severe illness. These treatments work almost like a backup team for your immune system, stepping in when your natural defenses struggle to keep up. It's incredible to think how science has found ways to provide your body with the exact tools it needs to fight off infections more effectively. Beyond these treatments, doctors are now using immune-boosting medications to help people recover faster and build stronger defenses. For instance, drugs called immune modulators are being prescribed more frequently for older adults with weakened immune systems. These medications help your body fine-tune its immune responses, ensuring it reacts swiftly when needed without overreacting in harmful ways. It's a delicate balance, but one that medical advancements have made easier to manage. I should also tell you about nutritional advancements because they've made a huge difference for many people I know. It's not just about popping vitamins anymore. Researchers have developed targeted supplements that are designed specifically for aging immune systems. Things like vitamin D, zinc, and selenium play a major role in supporting immunity. But now, there are specialized formulas that combine these nutrients in the right balance to maximize their effect. I've seen people regain energy, bounce back faster from colds, and even feel mentally sharper by adding these carefully designed supplements to their routine. Gut health is another area that's becoming a key focus in immune support. What many people don't realize is that a huge portion of your immune system lives in your gut. As you age, the balance of good and bad bacteria in your digestive system can shift, weakening your overall immunity. Probiotics have become increasingly important, and newer probiotic formulas are now designed to support not only digestion, but also immune response. I know some folks who started taking these regularly and noticed they weren't getting sick nearly as often. Another incredible advancement is in regenerative medicine. This area of science focuses on repairing and rejuvenating the body's cells, including those involved in the immune system. Treatments like stem cell therapy have shown promise in boosting immune responses by encouraging the body to produce healthier immune cells. While these therapies are still evolving, the progress being made is remarkable. I believe we're on the brink of some life-changing breakthroughs in this area. Exercise and physical therapy have also evolved in ways that make a real difference. We've always known that staying active helps the immune system, but now medical experts are tailoring exercise programs specifically for older adults to improve immune function. These programs focus on building strength without overstraining the body, which is critical because overexertion can actually weaken immunity. Some doctors even prescribe certain types of movement therapy to help improve circulation, which plays a vital role in delivering immune cells where they're needed most. In addition to exercise, doctors are now paying more attention to sleep treatments for older adults. Poor sleep has a devastating impact on the immune system, and as we get older, achieving deep, restful sleep becomes more challenging. Fortunately, researchers have developed safer and more effective sleep aids tailored for aging individuals. These aren't the strong, groggy medications from years ago. Instead, they focus on improving your body's natural sleep cycle, helping you get the deep rest that's crucial for a strong immune system. Another fascinating advancement is in stress management treatments. Doctors now understand how damaging chronic stress can be to your immunity. Meditation techniques, mindfulness programs, and even certain breathing exercises have been refined and are now being recommended by healthcare providers. What's interesting is that these practices don't just help you feel calmer. They actually lower the release of stress hormones that weaken your immune system. It's remarkable to think that something as simple as controlled breathing can strengthen your body's defenses. Then there's hormone therapy, which has shown some promising results in improving immune responses in older adults. As we age, hormone levels decline, and this can weaken your immune system. Treatments that balance hormones like testosterone, estrogen, or growth hormone are being explored to improve immunity and overall well-being. While this approach isn't for everyone, it's opening doors to new ways of helping the body fight illness more effectively. Medical technology has also introduced some amazing tools for tracking immune health. There are now blood tests that can provide a detailed look at how well your immune system is functioning. These tests help doctors identify specific weaknesses and recommend targeted treatments that directly address those issues. It's no longer guesswork. With these tests, your doctor can design a personalized plan to improve your immune defenses. Finally, one of the most exciting areas of advancement is in personalized medicine. This approach focuses on tailoring treatments to your unique genetic makeup, lifestyle, and medical history. Instead of a one-size-fits-all method, doctors are now able to provide customized strategies to strengthen your immune system based on what your body specifically needs. It's like having a tailor-made plan to keep you healthy, which is a remarkable step forward. How does the immune system's ability to detect and fight cancer change after 70, and what can be done to improve this? The thing about your immune system is that it's like a vigilant guard, always on patrol for dangerous invaders. When you're younger, this system is sharp and efficient. It identifies rogue cells, the kind that can turn cancerous, and destroys them before they become a threat. But as you age, this process becomes slower and less precise. The immune system scouts, known as T cells, start to weaken. These cells are responsible for identifying and attacking harmful cells. When you're young, they're aggressive and quick to respond. But over time, your body produces fewer of these T cells, and the ones that remain aren't as sharp as they once were. It's like having fewer soldiers on the battlefield, and the ones that are left aren't as fast or as strong. Another big change happens with something called immune surveillance. This is your body's ability to recognize cells that are behaving abnormally, the early signs of cancer. When your immune system is strong, it spots these suspicious cells and eliminates them. But after 70, this surveillance weakens. The immune system may fail to recognize abnormal cells, allowing them to multiply and form tumors. It's not that your body doesn't care. It's that its signals become quieter and easier to miss. Inflammation is another issue that becomes more common as you age. Chronic inflammation is like a constant fire burning in the background of your body. When you're younger, inflammation helps fight off infections and heal injuries. But in older adults, this inflammation can get out of control, weakening the immune system even further. Worse yet, this constant inflammation can actually create an environment where cancer cells thrive. It's like giving those harmful cells fertile ground to grow. I've seen too many good people struggle because they didn't know how these changes were happening inside them. But here's what I've learned. There are ways to push back and give your immune system a better fighting chance. One of the most powerful steps you can take is to improve your diet. When I was younger, I didn't think twice about what I ate. But now I know that certain foods can either fuel your immune system or weaken it. Eating plenty of colorful vegetables, leafy greens, and antioxidant-rich fruits can provide the nutrients your immune system needs to stay sharp. Foods like broccoli, spinach, and berries are packed with powerful compounds that help your body recognize and destroy abnormal cells. Exercise is another powerful weapon. It doesn't have to be intense. Simple movement can do wonders. Walking, stretching, or even gentle yoga keeps your blood flowing and helps immune cells move through your body more efficiently. I know folks who started walking just 30 minutes a day and noticed they felt stronger, had more energy, and even got sick less often. Exercise doesn't just make you feel good. It directly strengthens your immune defenses. Another important factor is stress. I can't tell you how many times I've seen stress wear people down. Chronic stress releases hormones that weaken your immune system's ability to fight off abnormal cells. That's why learning to manage stress is so important. Meditation, deep breathing, or simply finding time to relax can calm your body's internal chaos and help your immune system do its job properly. Sleep is another area that people often overlook, but it's critical. While you're resting, your immune system is hard at work repairing and strengthening itself. Poor sleep disrupts this process, leaving your defenses weaker the next day. I've known people who struggled with sleep for years and noticed a real improvement in their health once they focused on better rest. Things like keeping a regular bedtime, limiting screen time before bed, and creating a calm sleep environment can make a huge difference. Medical advancements have also opened new doors. Immunotherapy is one of the most exciting breakthroughs in cancer treatment. It's a treatment designed to boost your immune system's ability to find and destroy cancer cells. Unlike traditional treatments that attack healthy cells along with cancerous ones, immunotherapy trains your immune system to target only the harmful cells. I've known people who were given little hope after being diagnosed with advanced cancer, yet they responded incredibly well to immunotherapy. It's a powerful reminder that your immune system still has the potential to fight, even in later years. It just needs a little guidance. Vaccines are also playing a bigger role in cancer prevention. For example, vaccines that protect against viruses like hepatitis B and human papillomavirus can reduce the risk of cancers linked to those infections. These vaccines aren't just for younger people. They can provide protection well into your later years. I've learned that staying on top of recommended vaccinations can add another layer of defense. Another area that's making waves is targeted therapy. This treatment zeroes in on the genetic changes that allow cancer cells to grow. By focusing on those specific weaknesses, targeted therapy can help your immune system finish the job more efficiently. It's remarkable how medicine has advanced to work in harmony with your body's natural defenses. Lastly, building strong social connections can have a surprising impact on your immune system. Loneliness and isolation weaken your body's ability to defend itself. I've seen it firsthand. People who stay socially active, spend time with family, or join community groups often seem healthier and more resilient. It's not just about feeling good emotionally. Strong relationships help your immune system stay alert and ready. What early warning signs indicate that an aging immune system may be dangerously weak or compromised? One of the earliest signs that your immune system might be weakening is getting sick more often than usual. Now, everyone gets a cold now and then, but when your immune system starts to struggle, those colds seem to linger longer. A simple cough that once cleared up in a few days might stretch on for weeks. A minor cut that used to heal quickly may become red, swollen, and stubbornly infected. It's as if your body is fighting with half its usual strength, taking twice as long to win even small battles. I remember a friend of mine, a strong and healthy man in his younger years, who suddenly found himself catching every little bug that went around. He thought it was just bad luck at first, but looking back, it was his body's quiet way of warning him. Another troubling sign is feeling constantly tired, and I'm not just talking about the kind of tired you get from a long day's work. This is a deep, bone-weary exhaustion that doesn't seem to go away no matter how much you rest. When your immune system is weak, your body quietly spends more energy trying to defend itself. Even if you're not outwardly sick, your system may be working overtime just to keep things in check. It's like having a car engine that's always running hot. You may not notice at first, but eventually that constant strain takes a toll. Frequent digestive issues can also point to a compromised immune system. Your gut is closely tied to your body's defenses, and when something's off, you may experience bloating, diarrhea, or even frequent stomach aches. I've known people who brushed off these issues as just part of aging, only to find that their immune system was quietly weakening. The gut is home to countless beneficial bacteria that help protect you from illness. When your immune system falters, that balance gets disrupted, leaving you more vulnerable. Another sign that's often overlooked is slow healing wounds. Cuts, scrapes, and even bruises rely on your immune system to heal properly. When your defenses are strong, your body quickly sends out the right cells to repair the damage. But when your immune system is weakening, that process becomes sluggish. What once healed in a few days may now take weeks. It's easy to dismiss slow healing as just getting older, but it's often a sign that your body's internal defense system isn't working the way it should. Recurring infections are another clear warning. If you find yourself battling frequent ear infections, sinus infections, or even urinary tract infections, your immune system may be struggling to keep harmful bacteria and viruses in check. I remember a neighbor of mine who seemed to be at the doctor's office every other month for antibiotics. Each time, he assumed it was just another unlucky bout of illness. But eventually, the pattern became clear. His immune system wasn't strong enough to fight off these threats on its own. Another subtle but important sign is inflamed or swollen lymph nodes. These small glands are like your body's security guards, standing watch and reacting whenever your immune system is triggered. When your body is fighting an infection, these nodes may swell temporarily. That's normal. But if your lymph nodes remain swollen for weeks without reason, it could mean your immune system is working overtime, or worse, that something more serious is happening inside. Skin issues can also reveal a lot about your immune health. Dry, itchy, or inflamed skin often points to internal inflammation, which is linked to immune system imbalance. I once knew a woman who developed stubborn rashes that seemed to flare up for no reason. After months of frustration, she learned that her immune system was weakening and her body was signaling the problem through her skin. Another warning sign that's easy to dismiss is lingering muscle or joint pain. Chronic discomfort in these areas can be a sign of ongoing inflammation inside the body. When your immune system is compromised, it sometimes mistakenly attacks healthy tissues, creating pain that doesn't seem connected to any injury. I've seen this happen to folks who believe they were just dealing with old age pains, but in reality, their immune system was sending distress signals. Unexplained weight loss can also be a red flag. While some people may welcome dropping a few pounds without trying, losing weight unexpectedly can point to deeper issues. When your immune system is fighting a hidden battle, your body may burn extra energy without you even realizing it. I once knew a man who assumed his sudden weight loss was a lucky break, but later discovered it was tied to his weakened immune system struggling to manage a serious health condition. Another quiet but important warning sign is feeling cold all the time. When your immune system is weak, your body struggles to regulate its temperature. You may find yourself piling on sweaters even when others are comfortable. It's a small thing, but it's often one of the earliest signs that something's not right. Frequent mouth sores, bleeding gums, or oral infections can also point to immune problems. Your mouth is one of the first places bacteria try to take hold. And when your immune system is strong, it keeps those invaders in check. But if you start noticing frequent sores or tenderness in your gums, it could mean your immune system isn't fighting back as effectively as it should. Mood changes are another surprising sign. When your immune system is struggling, it can affect your brain chemistry. Feelings of anxiety, sadness, or mental fog may become more common. I've seen people who once had sharp minds and upbeat spirits start to feel drained and emotionally distant. What they didn't realize was that their immune system struggle was quietly taking a toll on their mental well-being. Lastly, if you find yourself constantly craving sugar or processed foods, it may be your body's way of crying out for help. A weakened immune system can make it harder for your body to regulate blood sugar, causing cravings that feel nearly impossible to resist. The more processed food you eat, the more your immune system suffers, creating a dangerous cycle. The important thing to remember is that these warning signs rarely appear all at once. They tend to creep in gradually, making it easy to brush them off as just getting older. But your body is always speaking to you, sometimes quietly and sometimes loudly. The key is to listen. If you start noticing these patterns, don't ignore them. The earlier you recognize that your immune system may be in trouble, the sooner you can take steps to strengthen it. Eating well, exercising regularly, managing stress, and staying connected with others can all make a powerful difference. I've seen people who once felt powerless turn their health around by paying attention to these early warnings and acting on them. Your immune system may weaken with age, but with the right care and attention, you can give it the strength to keep fighting for you, no matter how many years you've lived.